sometimes, you'll have the last 2 minutes of the game and you'll have the most points scored ever. Like it'll be like
Ever.
30
History.
points scored in 2 minutes, and you're just like, how?
And
So I can't watch it.
It's usually when somebody's up by 25 damn points or something too. And I got some jackass that wants to be a hero and shoot a 35-foot jumper with 20 seconds left or something like that. But if I need that damn point, they're going to dribble around for the last 2.5 minutes. Pisses me off.
You did so good yesterday, and then today you just drop a jackass within the first 30 seconds.
No, that's not a cuss word, man.
Algorithm might say so. You got to talk. You got to talk to the YouTube.
And I don't even know for sure. You'll have to look. It's close on 30 seconds there on that one.
No, it was not 30 seconds.
It's real close. It's real close.
It was not close. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Game On. This is your Sports Morning Espresso Shot. I'm your host, Will from Game On. He's Cricket from sportspicks.locals.com. We're here to bring you the latest and greatest going on in the sports world. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Did we have a big day yesterday? Betting wise, we crushed it. We got Luka to talk about with the Lakers. Everyone's saying how great Luka was. And yeah, he had a triple-double, but this dude ain't shooting well. So we'll talk about that. But they get the win over Dallas. A little revenge. Probably the coolest and hardest and coldest looking photo from the NBA this season. It's probably photo of the year, I might say. We're going to look at that here in a minute. Then we're going to dive into what's going on today, what we got on the menu, the games and whatnot, and if there's any bets that we want to hop aboard right now. And a little bit later, about an hour from now, we got Bueno coming on.
Let's go, baby.
Talk to our guy, Bueno. So it's going to be a good day. Good day for a good day. But before we get into all that, Crick, how you doing this morning?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. Looking back, made a little money yesterday, dude. Went 4-0 on my multi-unit plays there in college basketball and have one in hockey. So I'm doing all right, man. I actually have one in NBA too that came through. I'll tell you, we just bet Magic unders in at home. It doesn't matter who they're damn playing. No matter if it's Cavaliers or Celtics. Doesn't matter who it is. You just bet Orlando Magic unders at home. Doesn't matter how low they are. But it was a decent day yesterday, man. It was all right. It was all right. How'd you do yesterday, man? Are you all right?
I was up. I don't know exactly how much. I was up, I think, a couple of units from what it was looking like. And should have been better. I think giving up on betting college basketball. I lost. I think I gave out 6 college basketball picks. Let me see real quick. I gave out 6. The first 4 lost. And the last 2 won.
Dude. What about Miami?
Yeah, that's what I had 2 of those.
That's
the first half one was in play.
It was close, bro. I had a 13.5. They were down by 15. That's why I said I'm going to take the first half. That way, if I lose, sorry, my head's cut off. I don't have to sweat it because they damn near lost by that 40 we talked about.
We had it. We had it, Crick. It was such a sharp play. It was too sharp, and it became square. You know,
it was, man.
2. We tried.
That bug didn't get him as much.
Nah. And by the way, we got some congratulations to give out today. The first one we got to give out right here is
all right.
That's right.
Well, who does he go to? We're grunting too. Let's go, baby. Oh, I hear you, no skin. They're on my shit list.
Grass Guy says Brady doesn't drink beer. He's a fag. He is not a fag. He has relationships with women. It's sex with men. Have you seen that clip?
No.
I am not gay. I got relationships with women and sex with men. I got news for you. It means you're gay. It's iced tea. He does that. I got news for you.
I'll hate to break it to you. Let's Patriot in here. Let's go. He said thanks for defining that for him.
That's right, Patriot. Good morning. B. McCormick's here. This is the guy that we need to really give a big shout out to. Hold on. Where's that?
You the real MVP.
B. McCormick's the real MVP. He gets this.
The champ is
Dang,
here.
man.
He gets these.
The champ is here. The champ is here.
He gets it all, man.
Gets it all, man.
This mad lad came in and dropped a $600 order on our merch store. He just walked in, looked around, said, "I want one of everything, and then 2 of those, please."
Two of those in the
Smacked
back.
that money on the table and walked right out, man. We really appreciate that, B. McCormick. You crazy.
We do appreciate you, B Mac. You one of us, man. You one of us. We appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, no, that's crazy, but we really appreciate it.
There's Mott in here supporting. Yeah, they did let us down supporting. They won, but they didn't cover the. We thought we had found a little gem with Tennessee at LSU last night. It looked decent early on. Like I said, man, I went up going to bed pretty early last night.
You did?
I hate those games. Tennessee don't come on till damn 9 o'clock.
You got some tickle bitties and you don't know how to swing? Well, I'm here to help you. Next, you want to tuck your right arm and lay your left arm on top of that mommy milker. Bombs away.
I had to make sure B. McCormick got it all,
Got it all, man. Get it all.
He got it all. Okay.
There's like I said, supporting Mott. Eric's back. What's up, pizza artist? How you doing? That ain't one of your burner accounts, is it? He looks like he agrees with you.
That's the guy that I applauded at the beginning of this.
Oh, that's who got applauded at the beginning?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were still on B. McCormick at the beginning. Okay, well, what up, Eric? How you doing? Good to see you, man. I didn't know you were as big a fanboy of Tom as Will is there, man, but it is what it is. And no skin. The damn Bruins are dead to me. That's a trash ass organization.
I need you to rewind for a second and say second biggest fan of Tom.
Oh, whatever. Second biggest fan.
Thank you.
It's fair. Okay.
Get it right.
Yeah, get it right. Sorry. But anyway, the damn Bruins were up 3-1 in the third period. Wind up giving up 2 goals to get the tie 3-3. They go back up 4-3. And then give up another goal to let the damn Maple Leafs get it to OT, and the Maple Leafs win that thing in OT. I had 2 different teams in the third period on the money line that had 2 goal leads and lost.
Okay.
Hockey's madness, bro.
Holy cow. Patriots bet 1 game yesterday in basketball, 10 units on Bama.
That's a winner.
No sweat.
It's both winners. They over. Said it. I had it listed as a 3-unit play on my sports book. I went ahead and made it a 5-unit play for me to get my money back from Kentucky, Alabama the other day when they screwed me.
That's right, B. McCormick. We're going to pump the brand. We're going to the top. Barstool, watch out. B. McCormick, I saw your idea for a shirt. I think I'm going to make that. I got to figure out how I want to design it, but I'm going to make it. He wants to make a no triple shirt.
100%. No triple in the World Series. Best bet of the World Series. No triple.
No Skin said, wow, the Shannon, Sydney, and Paige trifecta. That's right, man. You come in and you drop 6 honey buns in the merch store, you get the trifecta.
That's right, man.
You get the trifecta, correct?
100%.
Let's hop over here real quick and recap some of these scores so then I can tell you about the bets that I won and that. Oh, here's another one. This is why I said it should have been a great day yesterday. This is another reason, people, why I told you I split my bets. Because I would have put 2 units on the Celtics to cover this game and the minus 10.5, and they won by 10. But I split it and they won my first half because first half minus 6, they won that with ease. And so that covered. So I went 1-1 on that, but then I also had Raptors team total under 107. So that came under for me. So we went 2-1 and that game eked out positive.
I wound up betting the steps, found that little gem on the we were doing pump breaks yesterday. I wound up betting the under in that game, man. Never even really had to sweat it. It was when it went down at 225. And like I said, I didn't have that one listed, but Steph started telling me the way the money was moving, all the different stuff. I was like, we got to bet this one, man. And that one wasn't even a sweat, bro.
Do you like how I just casually at the end of Bump the Brakes give you guys a 4-leg parlay winner?
I do. I like casual parlay.
So square it's sharp.
So square it's sharp.
Heavy money line favorites. Don't even care.
God, I can't bet them in the NBA like that. Dude.
It's just an NBA 2 call. I get more worried about college basketball than NBA.
Dude, the Iowa-Illinois game, I told you I bet the under in that thing. It was 171.5. that scares you a little bit. I don't think I've ever done that. Took an under in a college game.
I kind of scratched my head on that, wondering why the hell an Illinois game is that high. But I was like,
It
okay.
wasn't even, well, it's more Iowa. For whatever reason, they keep setting Iowa totals way high like this. The lowest one I've seen is like 159.5. And then I've seen 3 or 4 in the low 160s. Now that one in the 170s. And they've all damn gone under, man. I don't know what they're doing, why they think Iowa can shoot it like they cannot. I want to be very clear on that. But that damn game went under by 30 last night, dude.
Oh, my God. I'm in love.
Oh, no. Is that what he tagged you in? Is that what he's saying down here?
Yeah. Look
That's
at this.
awesome, dude.
That is sick.
That's pizza art, bro. That is awesome. That's a pizza, dude.
That is awesome.
So what is that? Is that like I guess would that be like black olives or something for the God, I want to know what all you dude. Eric, that's impressive, bro.
That is sick.
Dude, you are a pizza artist, man.
Yeah, it's in the name, man.
I mean, I know I believed him. He just hasn't
It doesn't sound
yet.
like you believed him.
I believe. I just say that's really impressive, dude. That's really good. That's better than I could have thought. I always wondered. I'm like, what's a pizza artist, man? I want to see it, because I feel like you're gonna eat it, you're gonna destroy the art there, whatever. But that's dope, dude.
Dude, I wish I had any artistic skill in my body. Our shirts and merch would look so much better, and thumbnails.
Oh, bro, I did good to draw a stick figure.
Speaking of thumbnail steps, I will send you that stuff here in a little bit.
Dang!
Cool.
Shout out to
And
Eric,
good morning,
man.
guys.
That's impressive right there, Eric. I'm telling you, man. He said, "Yeah, that's black olives. However, I just figured out how to do blues, so might change that up." Okay, I was going to ask. I was like, wonder what you could do with blue. What can you do with blue? You have a blueberry pizza?
It's gonna be rough biting into that section of olives.
That's what you can say. You don't want to have to eat the Patriot head. You got to get you something like you want this piece right here in the back that's like half olives. I guess that's pepperoni or something there.
Yeah,
you know, split it, split that up.
That's funny,
man. That looks great, dude. Hell yeah, man. That's awesome.
That's good stuff. That is good stuff. Where are we at? Oh my gosh, this is funny. We're gonna look at this in a second.
Did you hit the hockey parlay steps? Had a baby.
Yeah, you did.
You didn't even know how. Like 3 of the dudes, you didn't even know what teams they played on. Good job.
Cavs defeat the Magic 122-82. That was a no sweater for us. Listen. Sometimes it doesn't have to make sense. You don't have to figure out why this Cavs team is so damn good. I'm kicking myself. We're not betting the Cavs to have the best record in the NBA. They were plus, even though they had a better record than the Thunder at the time. This is like around the All-Star break. They were still plus money.
How much
odds?
Like what kind of?
I want to say it was like plus 180.
Okay,
something like that. The Thunder were overwhelmingly like favorites, even though they were back. But this Cavs team, they just keep winning. And so I just go, you know what? Huh?
So they're not really backing off, are they? I thought they were going to take a step back.
No, they're just flying on through.
So
I think Cleveland first half and Cleveland for the game wins with ease.
That's like I even see it. I was like, it might not be a bad spot. Like I said, I took the under and took 2 units on the under. Didn't have to sweat it, but I was like, it might not be a bad spot to take the Magic on the money line right here. They were down by 20 the whole freaking game, dude.
Yeah, this is. I wish I could ladder. I got to see if I can find different ways on my book to ladder, but there's some of these NBA games that would just be fun to freaking ladder. Like this would have been one of the ones I would have been like, okay, laddering.
Yeah, that's one. See, that would have scared me a little bit.
I would have done it in the Celtics game and got screwed, but
yeah.
Rockets defeat the Bucks 197. This was
dude,
one of
that's
my
gross.
losers.
You know what the line was on that?
I know I had.
Oh, you had it. You do.
That's
know
when I told you where they had the ball inbounding with
right.
3.1 seconds left in the game. Right. I didn't see how it ended, but I assume if you're down 3 and there's 3 seconds in the game, you go and foul the other dude. But I saw there were some lane violations and stuff. I don't know, but yeah. Rockets lost the first half, so that pissed me off. And then I saw they had a lead at the end of the game. I go, maybe they'll get the cover for us here. Nope. Rockets dead to me, even though I kind of want to bet them tonight.
I know. I know what you mean. -3.
They're playing the Spurs tonight. The Spurs are not trying to win.
No, they're really not. Hey, you could
They're
have been worse. You
not.
could have took the under in that next game.
Yeah, well, the Grizzlies and Suns got an OT. I did not have a bet in this game, thank God, because I never have a good feel. I can't figure out this Suns team. I don't think anyone can figure out this Suns team. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just not going to bet them unless I got a good angle. I didn't have one, but Grizzlies get to win 151-148 in overtime.
I told Steps yesterday I refused to back off that heel. I wasn't going to let anybody talk me into betting the over, backing away from the under. I was told him I was going to bet it, and I was like, they're probably going to score 300 in this damn game, Steps. Well, for you math magicians out there, 148, 151, that's 299.
Oh, you were wrong then.
Very wrong. I mean, wrong for me. Yeah. It didn't need OT either, bro. It was like 126 to 126 with about 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. They were already over.
That's awesome. Let's see. The NHL was pretty volatile last night. In-game bets seemed to be a good way to go.
Yeah,
Man.
dude. If you could,
Wish
like I
had
said,
time.
you could
Wish I
have
had
got.
time.
If you would have, like, because they were playing simultaneously, third period started around the same time. But while I was in the second intermission, if you would have parlayed the damn Maple Leafs money line with the Sabres money line, you'd have probably got like 20-some to 1. They were both down 2 goals going in the third period and came back and won.
Yep.
Juiced that up pretty good.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
That's right.
What?
That's right. No Skin Flyers are playing good, man. They whipped them damn Penguins last night.
Mm-hmm. Pelicans defeat the Spurs 109-103. I don't know why this line was so short, but I took it. I said, thank you very much.
What was the line?
The Pelicans just beat them the other day. Handedly.
Yeah.
In the line for the Pelicans at home, and I believe, did Zion not play or did he play? Yeah, he played.
Okay.
Zion was playing, and the line was only Pelicans -2.5.
Yeah.
But I hate them because they didn't cover the 1.5 in the first half. So.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
Jerks. Steps. I hope you didn't end up taking the Warriors or the Hornets. Remember he was in here saying, you know, I think it's 17 points, man. They just lost and got their ass kicked to the Kings. And before that, they got their ass kicked by the Trailblazers. But this time, they're going to go into Golden State. Cover the 17.
No.
You remember him saying that?
I do. Wasn't even close.
No.
Wasn't even close.
Laid the 10.5 in the first half. Laid the 17. I went to bed last night, woke up this morning, said, exactly.
It blows my mind.
This Warriors team is going to be a sneaky team. I on Kalshi, I went in there and bet them to win the West. It was better odds than the.
I think I bet them the other day too, dude.
I just wanted to have a ticket on them for when the playoffs come around because I think this is going to be a team that can upset someone.
What did you get them at?
I bought them at, what were they?
I want to say mine was plus 700.
Yeah, I bought it at 7 cents. So.
Oh, you're on Kalshi. Okay, I got you.
So what is that? That's like plus 1,400.
I'm pretty sure I'll have to look back and make sure I did. If I didn't, I might do it today. It'd probably still be around the same. I'm pretty sure I put the half unit on them at plus 700 to win the West.
Yeah, it was something like it was like something plus 800 or something like that at my sports book. But
after we had the good day on Sunday, I was like, all right, we need to throw some futures in here right now.
We need to tuck some of this away for a rainy day.
Well, I said we need to take some of this out. We need to put some of this in futures, and now we got a little bit to fire back with.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. B. McCormick said, "Who tell my hockey parlay? I can't say the names of the players, what teams they play for, but it was all luck and no skill involved with that win.
It's a win,
Wasn't
baby.
Yeah,
It's probably Steps. He might be talking about Steps right there.
Yeah, Steps was pretty pumped about that.
Steps is like,
and then the game of the night, the Lakers defeat the Mavericks 107-99. Luka with a triple-double. He was 1 assist away from triple-double at halftime. 19 points, 15 rebounds, 12 assists. Oh, he had one of the coolest, probably the coolest pass of the year. It's pretty hard. But here's that photo I was teasing earlier. Here's the photo, the hardest photo of the year.
Is that the Mavs dude
GM. Yeah.
that traded him? Yeah.
Yeah.
Get you some.
Dude.
Get you some. Oh my God.
That's a pretty sick photo.
And as he looks, and where's Anthony Davis in this picture? Watching the game from his damn house.
I don't know. Yeah, he's injured.
I know he's injured. He's always injured.
I haven't seen this yet, but it looks funny. But they're doing a side by side from last night of Luka and LeBron, and then the Globetrotters. Watch.
Right back, though. Okay.
Oh my God.
I was gonna say I'm gonna go down. Jay.
How many times they passed it back? And
Yeah.
forth?
And LeBron hit it. What did he do last time? How many did he have in the game?
He had a good day. See, everyone's talking about Luka. Like, I saw this highlight, and it was like a little bit after half or something like that, and it was like Luka dominating the Mavs and whatnot. And I looked at his box score at that time, and it was 1 of 6 from 3. And I'm like, yeah, he had a damn near triple double, but I'm like, you can't say he's dominating when you're shooting 1 of 6 from 3.
Yeah, I mean that ain't very good. It's less than 20%, bro.
Yeah, he ended up shooting 1 for 7 from 3. So
Even worse.
I mean, he was very very productive out there. He was +8, but points wise, he's just not there yet. Because there was no minutes restriction on this game, his point total went all the way up to 31.5. Even book it with Trent. He said, I've got a mortal mega, whatever, my life savings. I'll be done if he goes over his 31.5. Even he was on it.
Trent?
Yeah.
Golly. So what did he have?
19.
Not even close. Not even close.
Not even close.
Well, got the win.
LeBron had 27 though. LeBron says he's excited because he's been training recently for someone like Luka to come in on the team where he can be a more spot up shooter like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, you gotta do what you gotta do. But LeBron's been playing really well, like efficient. 11 of 17, 2 of 4 from 3.
Yeah.
27 points.
He's
I know he
not-
was a -5 last night, but still.
What did he shoot?
12 rebounds.
What did he see, like I'm saying? Like that's a high percentage shooting. To me, he's shooting 11, 17 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3. It's not like it's LeBron of old where he's throwing up 40 damn shots a game to score 25 points. You know, like you're right. Be very efficient with the basketball right there. That's winning. That's a winning combination, dude. Playing
Yeah,
like that.
Do you want to see the sickest play? Let me see
I'd love
if it
to.
goes. Okay.
You ready?
Yep. Hopefully, no.
Yeah. Nope.
See, I just did the volume thing and it didn't. Okay, you ready for this?
Yep.
Watch this. Okay, we're gonna pause right here. So he's going in, right? He's gonna lay it up,
Yeah.
take his little floater shot, right?
Oh, this could be a nasty pass, ain't it? I've seen that. Yep. Got him. God, that was a cool angle. That was a really cool angle of that.
Here's this angle of it though. Just to show you how insane this is.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's definitely.
He's all the way over here, dude. He wasn't even looking over
I
there.
was gonna say, how you even know that, man? That's alien. Eyes in the back.
Well,
of
he's
your
been with his
head.
team for a long time. He's got a lot of trust in these guys.
Yeah, makes sense.
Isn't it crazy when you put like? I remember when I played in my first All-Star game in football.
Mm-hmm.
It was like everyone there's good.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. What's an all-star
This is
game?
a high school, high school team is hard
Right.
unless you're one of these powerhouse schools. But everyone there is the best from their team. Like this is from
Right.
all the areas and whatnot. And it's our first day of practice, and the coach is like, "Hey, let's practice doing some of these timing on these option routes and stuff like that." Like 5 minutes. He goes, "Well, you guys got that down. That would have taken me a whole week in August to figure that out with my team."
Absolutely. When you got
And
guys
you
that
just
can
do it.
play, they can just play.
Yeah, guys
bro.
you've never done it with before, and it's just like, oh my god, this is easy.
It might take 2 or 3 plays to get that time. Once you get the timing down, it's there, bro.
Oh yeah, it's like, oh, this is easy because
Yeah,
guys are actually good, and they know.
Because you're not incompetent.
And it's crazy when you get like these really good NBA players together, and they can just do shit like this.
Yeah.
They just know.
Luka's like, just spot up. I'll find you.
Oh,
Yeah, that was sweet, dude. I'll tell you
And
what.
he made it. Imagine if he missed it.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll tell you, I like old Austin Reeves, man.
Who's
A lot of
that?
people say that dude that just hit that shot right there.
That's not Austin Reeves.
That is too. He
That's
scored
not
41 during all that debacle when they were like doing the trade. And they were sitting out Luka and LeBron and Dalton Connect wasn't able to play anymore and everything. He scored 41 one night.
Mm-hmm. There was something else too from this game. Maybe there wasn't. Nope. By the way, this is what we were looking at before the show. We had 3. This is what you guys are going to start getting on Tuesdays, which is going to be insane. And a good thing the program's starting up, the creator program, because I'm going to try to get as much of these in the studio as I can. But we had 3 full streams yesterday.
We love that, dude.
We had the morning show, of course, with the Dawn. We had Pump the Brakes, fellas in the afternoon, and then last night Plus Money Golf. Every Tuesday night, 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard. I went in there. Look at this. I went in there.
9 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah. What did I say? Pacific?
Yep. You know, these people showing up at midnight.
Oh. Don't show up at midnight. Actually, just hit the notification bell. Oh, I didn't even realize this. Look who showed up and made a guest appearance.
Yeah. So this
Okay.
5th to
You want to see who else showed up and made a guest appearance? I just missed him. I must have just missed him.
Who else showed up?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I was right before him. Never mind. I must have been right before him. Where are we at? I didn't think it was that early into the stream, was it? Oh, there it is.
We love Plus Money Golf, dude. Those guys are for real.
I would say they're little.
Oh, man, the girls came in. Let's go, dude.
We had to come in and say hello to the
We
fellas.
love it, dude.
I said they're big fans of the show, and Eric says I would call them little fans of the show.
Man, I kind of like the way y'all have the guest appearance. I can't really commit to anything like for an hour and a half.
Yeah,
or
we know
so
you don't like to do anything with us other than what you're already.
No, I
obligated to
do. I'm just saying I can't commit to a whole hour and a half, but I can hop in for a little guest appearance like that for 10 or 15 minutes.
I mean, their show is only 50 minutes long. They keep it nice and crisp. They're not like us. They don't ramble around. They get straight to work. They're very professional.
See, I don't want to screw that up for them.
Just
We've been talking about all kinds of crazy stuff.
You mean I came in here very professional.
That's right. Very professional. The most pro.
The most pro. Those cuties.
Love
but
it,
yeah,
dude.
we had 3 streams for you guys yesterday. So content, baby. Let's go.
We love it. Steps, our consensus pick did not come through last night. It wasn't even close. We got drubbed. Santa Clara. Bums.
Straight up bums. Okay, what else have we got going on? Oh my god, dude. I don't even want to talk about some of the other bets I had, but the Florida Gators are dead to me. I had them as a team that could potentially win the tournament. They can't. You can't go into Georgia and lose. You can't do it. I'm sorry. Georgia's terrible. I know they've been playing better of late, like the last.
No, they started out really well. They ain't been playing great lately. They've been on a rough little stretch. So they started out well because they were playing a trash schedule.
Florida. I know there's a Florida rivalry.
I hear you, but I even said this yesterday on the show. I took the over in this game. We got there, but it was like college basketball is funny, and this makes sense that this is one of them damn games that they drop. I bet you there were so many people on Florida yesterday, and at 24-3 right there, you expect them to. They're going to drop another couple more along the way, man. Maybe not now. This counts as one of them, but they may drop one more, and they're going to be like 25-5 or something going to the SEC tournament. But that's just college basketball for you, dude. It's hard to go, like you say, it's hard to go win on the road in these spots, man.
They're dead to me.
What'd you have them? About minus the points?
I had them.
Dude, they were down right off the rip. I don't know what Georgia did at the beginning of this game, but the first time I checked this score, it was 29-10 Georgia with like 12 minutes left in the first half or something.
Yeah, they were down at one point in the second half. They were still down 15. They came all the way back and took a lead.
Yeah.
And then Georgia ended up finishing out the game. I didn't care about the game. I knew there was going to probably be, because it's a road game here, I thought there was going to be a stinker of a half in this one. And I thought Florida was going to cover the first half and then just shit the bed in the second half. That's why I didn't want to bet them for the game. So I took Florida minus 3.5 in the first half.
Went close on that.
Not even close.
No, that's Yeah, when I saw that Florida was down 29-10, I felt real good about my over. I'm like, well, they're going to have to shoot it from deep to catch back up in this thing. Because
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I was worried about Georgia being the one that would keep me under, and they came out on fire. I was like, well, okay.
Yeah. I want to show you this. This is the franchise tag value for each position. Kicker, punter, $6.5 million. Let's go. Not that anyone normally wastes money on
I
that,
started
but
to say,
I want to show you the most important position, of course, is quarterback. 4.3 or 41.3 million. That's actually a good deal.
for a franchise tag, hell yeah.
That's cheap.
That's 41. I mean, it's cheap, but it's good for both sides. If you
I
get
know it's good for
franchise
both
tag,
sides. I'm
yeah,
saying it's cheap for salary stuff because now you got like the Cowboys who Dak's like salary cap hit this next
60
season is
million.
like 85. No, it's like 85
is
million.
it that
You
much?
got, yeah, you've got he's the biggest hit.
That's gross.
You got like Mahomes is starting to become 60 million. You got like Trevor Lawrence and Joe Burrow are going to be 55 million against their, like, you got teams are like that. And if you got a guy like, let's say the Vikings had to franchise tag Darnold because they couldn't come to an agreement.
Yeah.
Well, 41.3 million for what you got out of Darnold last year. If you expected to get it this year, that's a pretty good deal compared to the rest of the league.
It really is. And like I told y'all before, man, I don't understand why it's just an automatic thing that this quarterback market resets. But not every guy is worth top money. There's really only about 4 of them out there that are worth that top money.
Yeah, but everyone loves hope.
I understand that.
Let the shine. It's because
hope in one hand and shit in the other and see which one gets full faster.
I don't know if you know this, Crick, but there's a bunch of very wealthy, rich men who own these teams.
I know. Well, yeah, and I don't know
they
how
like
they ever got
to
rich
meet up.
because they all spend their money stupid.
They like to when they meet up, at their annual conferences.
Their annual circle
Who's
jerk.
got the biggest swinging dick in there, all right? And you know what makes them real nervous and makes them real shameful and embarrassed is when they let one of these guys walk and he goes and wins for another team. And that guy, that swinging dick, gets coming and said, I knew he had the potential. And you couldn't see it.
The swinging dick feels better when he pays $60 million a year and he's a piece of shit.
If he
embarrassing.
If he comes in and wins for them, that's what I'm saying. That's why they pay so much for these guys, because they're afraid to let him go, because even though they might most of the time are bums, there's that little chance that if they get away and they go have success at another team, you look like an idiot.
I just have a hard time investing $60 million in somebody I was hoping would be good.
Well,
I mean, I know it's going rate. It's once again though, it's freaking ignorant, but that's a good deal. $41 million for quarterbacks and franchise. That's good for both sides. Good for the team. It's also good for the quarterback because he's going to get $41 million for 1 year.
Did you see the latest news and rumors with the LA Rams?
What are they?
If Matthew Stafford, who has come out and said he wants a 2-year, $100 million contract, which still is a good deal compared to some of these other guys.
It'd be better than paying Kirk Cousins what they did down in Atlanta.
Yeah. Because I think that's reasonable. But Stafford wants to play 2 more seasons, and I think you can get two solid seasons from him.
Yeah.
As
long as you can keep him upright.
Yeah. Anyways, if he leaves the Rams, which breaking news here at Game On, Matthew Stafford will not be playing for the Rams next season. You don't let your quarterback go date other teams and talk to other teams and expect them to come back. You know what I mean? It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen. It makes no sense.
Somebody will pay him that money.
Oh yeah.
Is he free agent straight? Like he don't have to, like he can straight go on his own?
No, it's a trade. It's got to be a trade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was he got 1 year left?
By the way, I don't know. But by the way, Debo has been linked to the Texans. Texans are interested in bringing in Debo. And teams are actually calling the Niners. This might be the best things for the Niners. Debo is going to be gone. They're going to trade him. That's going to free up some salary cap. And then people are actually calling and interested in Brandon Ayuk. I would get out of that contract as fast as I possibly can. I'll give you draft picks to take that.
I don't know, though. That's one of those spots you feel like, because, I mean, right after he signed the damn thing, I know he didn't have a great season, but went down with the injury and all that stuff. That dude might have a chip on his shoulder. He's ready to come back and play now.
Don't want it. I'd rather free up that salary cap space.
You want to get rid of both of them?
Yeah.
Then
Felicia.
I mean, I guess.
You ever won anything with either of them?
Not the big one.
Nope. Anyways, rumor has it that that Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams are going to go to they're both interested in going to LA if Stafford leaves.
Did you know Devontae Adams? This is crazy. And you just said this, made me think about tag steps this other day. Did you know Devontae Adams senior year at his high school, he wasn't even the leading receiver on his team?
Is it some other NFL player or is it just some random guy?
Jock Peterson,
Never heard of her.
baseball player, dude.
I know.
Okay, I was like, I never know if you're serious or not. But yeah, isn't that crazy? Jock Peterson had more receiving yards on their high school football team as seniors than Devontae Adams. It's pretty cool that they played together for one, but it's even more crazy that Jock Peterson had more receiving yards than him. It's
Yeah,
nuts,
that's cool.
dude. I saw that the other day and I had to tag steps because we were just talking about Jock Peterson. I was like, bro, look at this.
I don't know if getting rid of Cooper Kupp and Matthew Stafford and bringing in Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams is a downgrade, upgrade, or if it's even smart for the team to do that. But I am interested. I'm curious. I hope it happens because I kind of want to see what that's like. Sean McVay, Aaron Rodgers.
I want to see what it was like 10
two
damn
cool
years ago.
cats. Oh yeah, but I still want to see it now.
I mean, yeah, it's worth seeing at least. I mean, I won't get my feelings hurt if it sucks, and it'd be fun if it was good. So
It's gonna be interesting.
Yep.
Hey, by the way, maybe that's fake news. I was seeing that they passed the no tax on tips stuff yesterday, but
no tax on tips.
yeah,
That'd
no
be a
tax
big
on
deal.
tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security.
Okay, that's a big deal. That's a bunch of money.
Yeah, but Community
Not true.
Notes is saying that's false, even though everyone was running with that last night. So that's weird.
I'm telling you, I got to really be sure before I trust anything on the internet.
Well, that's why I like Community Notes. By the way, Donald Trump yesterday did officially invite the Eagles to the White House. So we'll see who ends up going and whatnot. But he gave them their
This
congrats.
is what's fake news. Who gives a shit? Who cares if they go up there and hang out at the White House or not? If they do,
but
cool.
the invitation was formally given after all this ruckus.
That's
about
good.
them
I
not
thought
wanting to
that
come.
was automatic. I thought every team that wins a championship, doesn't matter who you are, gets the invitation to the White House. I thought everybody gets that.
Invitation still has to be sent.
Well, good. I'm really kind of curious why it took 3 weeks to send the damn thing. Just send it. Just say, hey, you're invited. You want to come?
Just go, hey, we're gonna invite the Eagles. They got to plan out when it's gonna happen. The guy's busy.
I understand that, but you knew it was going to happen. You knew it was going to happen. You knew the Super Bowl champion was going to get invited to the White House. You didn't already have this planned out.
They just took over the administration. It was new guys in there a month ago.
They took over the administration before the Super Bowl happened.
Yeah, but they had a few things on their plate to get done first. Like getting all those people.
Whatever, hell.
Cool. The January 6th people
go shake
that
his
were
hand.
in prison for 4 years for nothing.
Okay, well, go shake his hand. Don't go shake his hand. Or whatever you want to do. Hell with you.
Every Democrat in the House voted against no tax on tips or no tax on overtime, but this thing says that was not included in there. So I don't know.
Patriot says the House passed the tax plan.
That's what everyone was running with last night. But then Community Notes here is saying it does not include the no tax on tips or no tax on overtime.
Community Notes always right?
Well, they linked the actual bill right here. So
I'm just curious. I'm just want to know. I'm asking a serious question, not just about this, but is Community Notes always
I
right?
wouldn't say that they're always right, but they do 90. They're a good fact checker of since Elon's taken over, it's been he's even got Community Noted, and he's like, oh damn, I got something wrong.
Okay, that's fair. Fair. He already extended the invite steps. He did that yesterday. That's what we were just talking about.
Steps, yeah, he just sent it yesterday. That's what we were just arguing about.
Yeah, and once again,
the Eagles can't wait to go. They said we love the big dog.
They are. They're already up there, man. They're actually waiting on the front lawn this morning.
Yeah, and Trump getting his tax bill passed. If he actually did, I mean,
thank you, President Trump, for fulfilling all of your promises.
Booker says Speaker says he hasn't pushed it through, but he has the votes to do so.
Community Notes is wrong. I read it. Well, I trust Patriot
I really do. Patriot's my Community Notes.
The rich getting tax break. Yeah, dude. All those hardworking.
I was going to say all the damn servers and stuff,
overtime and getting tips, the waitresses and stuff like that. They're the rich getting the tax break here. All the seniors who are on Social Security that are getting their Social Security not taxed. Those are the rich people you're talking about. He can never give him credit. And Trump just came in got the peace deal done with Ukraine and Russia, and Steps is going to be like, but he didn't get it done on day one. And we did it in a month.
We love our guy Steps too. He's not even one of these ones that's ultra salty. Like there's some of these people out there that are just so ultra salty they can't stand it, and no matter what he does, they're gonna have a problem with it.
I know.
Golly. Well, guess what? That's your president, so deal with it.
This is what did you guys end up talking about this?
We didn't talk about it. I couldn't find anything on it yet when everything was going on. What's
anytime I say something like that, you just go to my X.
Okay. I always just click on ESPN, assuming that it's because really on X, I got to be careful. Like I said, I don't trust as much of that stuff because too many people giving that shit away. So,
Crick, we come on.
I'm just saying, if ESPN releases breaking news,
we do this show every morning. Why? Because ESPN is hot garbage now. All these other mainstream media places are hot garbage. You come here for independent, great content. And what do you do when I give you great content? You go to the trash. You dumpster diving. You don't come. You went to ESPN instead of going to Game On.
I'm just saying it's a more accredited. It's a more accredited source than X. There's a lot less fake shit on ESPN's website than there is on X's.
Name one thing we've ever said on here that isn't credible.
Oh, I have to go back and look at some videos, but I mean, right off the top of the head, I just know we ain't batting 1,000 here.
The FBI reportedly is looking. See, they put reportedly, all right? So as long as you say that, it's fine.
He's asking a question. Are the rich getting a tax break?
Oh.
Well, you need to phrase that better because
you don't get the benefit of the
like you were calling all the hardworking servers.
You don't get the benefit
on
of
Social Security. It sounded like you were calling them rich.
You didn't earn that, so. But you did earn this.
Thank you, President Trump, for fulfilling all of your promises.
We ain't the softy step. You ain't gonna get us. Setting you up for a video clip. Which one? Whatever. You might be. I don't know. He says, Bucus says, careful here, Crick. I mean, you might. You can get me. I can handle it, bro. No trip on World Series. Best bet.
Yeah, this is interesting. Rashad White getting extorted. Interesting. Let's see where that goes.
Getting extorted?
That's what I said, an extortion. So FBI reportedly looking into an extortion attempt on Rashad White.
This feels like one of those SA deals.
Something.
Yeah.
Got some dick pics out there.
There's some dick pics hidden somewhere. Yeah, sure enough. Sure enough.
Just go talk to Brett Favre about how to handle that. Okay?
I'm just saying, y'all, you got to learn. When it's in the cloud, it's in the cloud.
It's in the cloud. It's in the cloud. Yesterday, Jason Peters officially retired. And then like 1 hour after that, he immediately became the veteran mentor in the front office for the Seahawks. That was quick and random.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
good for him.
Yeah, good for him. Hell yeah.
Panties in the wall. I'd take your tampon out.
I ain't arguing steps.
Yeah,
that didn't look like what you said. When we're talking about,
don't even get the benefit of the doubt.
You don't. He
didn't get the deal done on day one.
The man literally is talking about a tax break for the people getting tips, serving, and stuff like that. And his question, rich getting a tax break? You could have said, are the rich getting a tax break? You could have phrased that so many different ways.
He ends the deal in Ukraine, or the war in Ukraine, and gets us a minerals deal that's going to pay back the money that we loaned Ukraine and stuff. Be like, well, he didn't do it on day one. Took him a month.
He didn't do it in time for 4 Nations, so Russia could play in that.
That's true. I mean,
that's what I'm pissed about. We didn't get Team Russia in 4 Nations.
We can hold that against them, actually.
So,
Sharks don't cry. Steps does. McCormick coming off the top rope.
We love you, Steps. You're our guy.
Yeah, we love you. We're just teasing.
We wouldn't trade you for nothing, buddy.
We got Bueno coming up here in a few minutes. Do you want to recap a little hockey or something? I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'm gonna go take my tampon out.
Yeah, do that. Change that. So let's see here. Let me get my scores pulled up, y'all, and we'll recap a little pucking from yesterday. We had a big slate. I love that hockey's back, man. Love it. Get my screen shared here for y'all. Booyah. All right, here we go. We had, the damn Bruins. Dead to me. Maple Leafs defeat the Bruins 5-4 in OT after the Bruins, who were up 3-0 at one point in the second period. Maple Leafs made it 3-1 after 2, but I had 3 goals in the third, just to the Bruins 1 to get it to OT and score the OT winner 5-4 there. Mitch Marner's breakaway goal wins it for Toronto in OT there. Maple Leafs, much better team than the Bruins. Bruins, a bunch of posers, man. My Ducks let me down yesterday too, man. They were up 2-0 after the second period. We had them on the money line, a little plus 160. Well, the Sabres just said, hold my beer. I'll score 3 in the third to win this thing. I thought it was OT. I thought that one went to OT. I guess it did not go to OT. But either way, they were up 2 going into the third and lost 3-2 to the Sabres there. This one came through for us. It was under 6.5. It was like minus 135. I took it down to under 5.5 at plus 105 there. And the Hurricanes did not show up last night, man. Canadians thump them. Up 2-0 after the first. Score another one in the second, another one in the third. Win this thing 4-0 right there. Come through for us. Here you go, no skin. And Flyers looking good right now. Like you said, I believe you're the one that told me they were going to make a little push after the All-Star break. Looks like they're doing so. They defeated the Oilers 6-3. Now the Penguins 6-1 here. They got back to 500 at 26-26-7, 15-13-1 at home. But win that one last night 16-1. The Penguins head in the wrong direction. Flames get a little upset on the road right here. I had the Capitals on the other side of this one. Minus 1.5, plus 120. It felt too easy. It was. Flames win this one 3-1. Going away there. Blue Jackets and Stars. God, I had the over 6.5 at plus 110 in this damn game. It covered with 7 minutes left in the second period.
Really?
It was 4-3 with 7 minutes left in the second period. The Stars, Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets do get the win 6-4. Lightning 2-unit play here on the Oilers. I think the Oilers, like I told y'all yesterday, man, I think the Oilers just worn out right now. They need to get back home, rest up, rejuvenated a little bit. They're going to be just fine, be in the playoffs and all that, but they got to rest a little bit right now. Lightning win this one 4-1 going away last night. It was tied 1-1 after the first. They scored 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 4-1 final. Rangers defeat the Islanders in the Battle of New York 5-1. That one never really close either. Blues over the Kraken 7-2. Panthers beat the Preds 4-1. Red Wings come back to defeat the Wild 3-2. And the Utah Hockey Club 2-1 over the Blackhawks. Booyah. That's right, baby. Plus Money Golf is back, AK. We was talking about that a little bit ago, man. There he is. He came in for a little guest appearance on Plus Money Golf last night.
Heck yeah. I just missed you, AK. Came on right after me.
Yep. The Oilers are sliding. I think that, like I said, no skin. I think the Oilers just kind of worn down. You had a few guys in the Four Nations. They've been on a long road trip since. They're a long way from home, too, man. They got to get back home, get rested up a little bit. The Oilers are going to be just fine. They just struggling at the moment, man. It's probably due to fatigue. He might be, man. I like Nathan McKinnon more than I don't know what it is. Connor McDavid kind of rubs me the wrong way. I don't even really know why. He just kind of rubs me the wrong way.
Can you point on the doll where he rubs you?
No. It's the wrong way, though. Not good. The guy feels like to be one of the best players in the world. It's hard to call anybody the best player in the world because any of those guys on any given night can do some nasty stuff. But I just feel like he's kind of a square, man.
You know,
he just doesn't ever get real excited. He just seems like kind of a prick. I could be wrong. Might be a super nice guy. Just seems like kind of a prick.
Guy crowned the best.
Oh, God, is he a woke baby? That's why I can't stand him. Jeez. Like I said, I don't know what it is about the guy. He's an incredible talent. Obviously fun to watch. Guy can fly him down the damn ice. But for whatever reason, his interviews and just his demeanor, the way he carries himself, he just kind of rubs me the wrong way. I like Nathan McKinnon much more than I like Connor McDavid.
You're probably right about him.
I'm usually pretty good at these things.
You see how gross the NBA slate is today?
No, I will look at it, though.
The Pacers are 10-point favorites over the Raptors, and I'm kind of intrigued by that. Also, well, here's the thing. Maybe not.
Uh-oh. Tell me.
I think you'd rather bet the Pacers minus 10 because what have we been seeing these Pacers games, right? They're in the 245 up to 250. And how Pacers home games?
Yeah. 234 feel a little low, don't it?
Yeah, why? Because they think the Raptors can't score, which they can't. And they just played last night against
They
Boston
can,
and
or you
Toronto.
said they can't?
They can't.
Okay.
Raptors suck. They're terrible.
Yeah, that one last
Instead of
night
betting
was
the over, I think I'd rather just bet the Pacers in the points.
and on a back-to-back here too. I want to watch that line. I will do Crick's Corner this afternoon, y'all. We moved it to Wednesday instead of Mondays, so I'll do that. But I'm going to watch that line up until a little bit. If it goes down anymore, I'm going to take the under.
Yeah, I think that's a smart move.
Yeah,
smart move. And then you've got. I know the Blazers have been playing great lately, but are great for them lately. But it's still gross wanting to lay 6 with the Blazers on the road against the Wizards.
I'm taking the Wizards.
That's your Wizards.
It is my Wizards. I'm taking that scrappy bunch tonight, baby. +6, a little half unit on the money line. Let's go.
That's awesome.
Love that. The Trailblazers should never be laying 6 to anybody. I don't care who it is.
Yeah. By the way, I bought Bro Science today at 4 p.m. your time.
Okay.
Bro Science with Beardo and his squad. We're going to do smelling salts. It's going to be a wild time.
Dude, that's awesome.
I'm also doing taxes all day today, too, so that's going to be fun.
Man, love that.
Took a day off of work so I could sit in this office and
took a day off of work, costing you more money, so you can go pay the government some more money. Yeah, that seems they doubled.
I'm getting paid for today, so it's okay. But yeah. So I can figure out what I owe the government. So
you know what I'm saying? You got to take a day off work to figure out what you got to pay them already for the days you already worked.
Yep,
makes sense.
Well, it's even more. Well, this year it's different because I started the business last year, the streaming stuff. So now I got to scramble and find everything that I can write off. So,
dude, I'm a person. I'll take it and pay the tax person. Figure it out here. What I owe you.
Well, today is data collecting and putting everything in nice, neat order.
Right,
I've been
I got
collecting stuff, but like to figure out if I'm going to go take it to a tax person.
Right. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Uh-oh.
Oh, look at that.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man has arrived. Good morning, Bueno. How we doing?
Let's go, baby.
Good morning. What's up, fellas?
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right, man. How you guys doing over there?
Shoot, man. Just trying to do as good as you, man. How's everything going, sir? How you feeling with the new season and all that? We know we're big fans of Bueno around here, man. The excitement you bring, the energy to the room every time. How's everything been going, man?
Everything's going good, man. I mean, it's not the ideal start to the season for the Cyclones. I actually came out. I've been dealing with some pain in my lower back, man, like a little muscle strain.
Okay.
So starting out the season, it was a little rough, but I think that we're bouncing back this week. This last week, earlier this week, yesterday, the day before, we came out with a big win over the Chargers. So that was I think we're starting to get we're starting to gel a little bit, and get our thing together. Hopefully it's a move in the right direction and we can keep the momentum behind us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, you guys. Look at you. Hold on, let me pull this up. You guys are currently. I know we still got another match this week. But you guys currently in second place, right behind those defending champs Chargers. So.
Yeah, and I'm telling you that we got off to a weaker start than I think that we're capable of. A much weaker start. I think that we we got a very, very good team. Ignaki is a huge
he's playing well.
Yeah, he's one of the kind of guys that once he starts getting hot, man, like it's hard for anybody to stop him. He's right. He's a very much a momentum kind of player, and he's getting that momentum. Don't let us get hot,
That's right. That's right. Give us a chance, baby. Let's go.
You know what's crazy is it looks like with this new format, if someone who doesn't know this, they just looking back, wow, those Warriors, they must suck. But it's like, no, they got 5 ties. That means they were equal with but they're a good team. They just can't get over the hump on some of these matches, which is crazy. But how do you like this new format? Instead of doing the points for the rankings, you do the wins, and obviously you get a lot of ties. And also with doubles and singles counting as 1 point each now.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you just took a pretty good perspective to it. With saying that the Warriors actually tied 5 times. That's actually not a perspective that I had considered, and that's a pretty it's accurate. Yeah. So. Mm-hmm. It's interesting though to me because I haven't done the math and I don't know if it is even possible for somebody who like if we follow last season's format, where would the standings fall? You know, would it fall this exact? I don't know if it would fall exactly the same or if it would fall in somebody else's favor or not. It is a little bit more difficult now, I think, because, you know, if you had some strong doubles teams and doubles teams were, you know, 1.5 points,
right,
you could like overcome a point differential barrier. I think a little bit easier than the way it is now, because the way it is now, it doesn't matter if your doubles teams are better than your singles players.
Right.
It's kind of very even, and you have to win the day to get a point, or you have to tie. You know, it's not even like if you won 2 doubles games last time, that was 3 points added to your team. Now, you know, you win 2 doubles games and you lose everything else. You know,
you still lose 4-2.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
yeah, appreciate you playing. Yeah, 100%.
I kind of like this format because we could be like a month left in the season, and some
still
team
wide
that's
open.
like the Devils, Warriors, they could just get hot, and they don't even have to get hot. They just got to get enough to, you know, win one of the matches, and then they could just win
right
4 in a row. You're jumping right up the standings and into the playoffs.
Because you look at the team, talk about that Devils team like last season. You know, they had a lot of injuries early on in the season, did fall kind of behind, and by the time they got everybody healthy, they were so far back they couldn't really even catch up, man. I like this format because I think it keeps it all bunched up there. You only got to get in the top 4 to have a shot at this thing. So I like that because I think it's going to make it compete all the way down to the last match, man.
You know, actually, I don't disagree with that. I think that, you know, that's interesting. I think it keeps the first place team from running away with it a little bit more. But then also, too, I think it keeps it like the format before kept it interesting because every single point mattered. Even if your team was losing the game day in a tight situation, like towards the end of the season, you still need to win, you know, because if it's the last match and you guys already lost the game day, even if it's a tight situation, that match is not as important as if you needed that 1 point or 1.5 point, you know. But it's interesting to see how it plays out the way that you guys considered it is interesting, because it's true. It does keep the first place team from running away with it, because the first place team to run away with it now is a lot more difficult.
Okay. Yeah, because like I mean, the Renegades, they got out hot last season, and
they were up by like 30 points or something. Yeah,
there was never a doubt.
It's true, and the flip side, like how you were mentioning the Devils, like, you know, they were so far behind that it is hard to cover that like huge point differential, like, you know, and jump out that far up ahead.
Especially when you said if you know, some team could have really good doubles on their team, and that right there would get you 3 points no matter what you did the rest of it, if you had 2 good doubles pairings. Speaking of which, I hate when sports, like college football, does this when they change how the game is played when it comes to like overtime or the playoffs. So like college football, it's like just play the whole field. Instead, they do this thing from the 25-yard line or whatever, or 20-yard line, and they cut the field, they shrink the field down. It's like we've played the whole game or the whole season this way, and then we get to the playoffs and we change it and it's different, like overtime rules and stuff like that in the NFL.
Yeah.
And so it's like you play singles and doubles all season, and then it's just doubles in the playoffs. It doesn't really, like, I was kind of scratching my head at that. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Why are we doing that, Bueno?
I mean, I don't know. I think it's I think because it makes everybody get on the court.
Okay.
And seeing how good the team actually plays together as a team.
Team aspect. I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
I think
you ain't got your Goshieri going out there stealing one and things like that. Everybody got to be able to play and make some plays.
It's true. And you got to be able to be a team player. You can't just be a one-man show. So I think it has a little bit to do with that. I like that. And also too, like, it's hard. Singles is tough in this team aspect, like, you know, because you got 6 matches. If you put a singles in there, you are going to take away another person's doubles. You know, the one thing that I did like before was that the first place team, that there was 5 matches, and that the first place in the playoffs there was 5 matches, and the first place team would get to pick which doubles match didn't get played, which is, you know,
and you also get to pick who plays in overtime if you go to overtime, right?
And you get to now, that before too, but before there was no overtime. There was odd number of matches, and other team got to pick which match they didn't want to play.
Okay, cool. Okay, so they've got a couple different tweaks in this now.
Exactly, the higher seed got to pick that. I think that's a very good advantage.
There should be some kind of advantage to the team that winds up being number 1 and played top level all season long. There should be some kind of advantage there.
And I think that is like a very good advantage. I think that's probably one of the fairest, best advantages that you could give a higher seed, because what else other can you do without it being?
Although I will say, it was from an entertainment standpoint, it was very exciting that last season came down to the sudden death. And I like it's one set. We got one set. We're not
Let's play, baby. Let's
one
play.
set. Oh, that was fun.
Yeah,
I want to ask you, man, because we about fell out of our chairs the other day when we looked at y'all's matchups in your game, and you was only playing one match, I think, that night. So you said you've been dealing with some lower back stuff going on. How's that starting to feel? What happened to you, and how you starting to feel better, man?
Yeah. No, I'm feeling better now. You know, I think it was just a small muscle strain. I take good care of myself, so it's not something that that shouldn't go away. You know, I always do like physical therapy and all that kind of stuff. I stretch out all the time and stuff. So it should go away, and it is going away slowly. But no, I was only playing one match because that's what I was on the schedule for last season. Like prior to last season, when everybody had to scratch out of the program, I had to play matches because I was covering for other people. But we
thought you was gonna start wearing cestas on both hands, bro.
That was fun though, man. I actually play better like that. I play better, or I feel better, and I play better when I'm just playing all the time and I'm constantly in motion. But I think that it was a small break that we had now in the winter. And, I kind of just took it easy, and then I came back into full motion. I kind of just strained my back a small bit. I haven't been I could play through it. Is the real thing. It's just, it's very tender the next day. That's all it is.
Right.
So
I do like this new season where they're starting earlier and stretching the season out longer. I feel like for injury wise, where you don't have those weeks where you got 2 matches in a week. That way, if you need to take a week off and recover or whatnot, you're not missing 2 matches. So I actually do like, and selfishly I like it because we get more highlight.
Right.
It stretches itself out.
We're selfish fans around here, man. You got to make the long term too, man. Because like I said, you don't want to get yourself in a spot where you're not feeling great when you get closer to playoff time right there. So you're just kind of tuning up toward that.
It's true. And it's ironic because it actually worked in our favor the way that you were just talking about, because we played on Monday and then we didn't play until the next Friday. So I had a chance to take almost 2 weeks off.
Right.
And almost get to 100%. So it was it actually worked out in our favor.
All right, man. I love that, dude.
Yeah, that's great. This season it's been exciting. It's been pretty. We sit here and we preview every game. Monday, Tuesday, and Fridays. And I swear, every time I look at the card, I don't look at it until we pull up the stream, or until we're on stream doing it. And I'm like, Cricket, we don't have a bad matchup at all in any of these games. It's great. I think with the 6 teams, it really does help keep the competition level pretty level or pretty even. Yeah. And it just seems like you get good match after good match after good match. On paper, at least. Obviously, sometimes there things go a different way, but what's been the biggest shakeup with either your team or the other teams of because we had a lot of key players, I feel like, switch teams this season. We had our guy Benny. Benny's on a new team now. He's bringing that championship mentality over to the Devils.
That's right.
Yeah.
Benny's
what's been the biggest change for you?
I mean, for me, nothing really changed. I stayed frozen in the same kind of division on the same team. But and also I'm not playing with Manu this season. That's one of probably the other things that changed for me. But as far as what you're talking about, the league in general, and it changed a lot because we had an influx of players that came in and some players that left. And the way that the draft was lined up this year, it kind of made it very interesting for everybody. So, because some of the, higher performing teams were got later rounds picks. So we ended up having early round picks. Some of the other teams had early round picks that made a big difference in the layout of the teams. And also too, a bunch of people had draft predictions that nobody predicted what happened in this draft. This draft was very, very it was a stamp in highlight history.
Okay, yeah, man. Okay, we love that, dude. Historic. Well, you talk about some of these new guys that have come in. I want to ask you about them, man, because we've been keeping an eye on Arutia and Lalu. And those guys, really, we felt like they were kind of disrespected. We don't talk to y'all about the betting odds and all that stuff, but when you look at that stuff, they were kind of getting disrespected as big underdogs in their early matches, but they were showing up to play, man. And I feel like Lalu and Arutia, they're 2 guys that are up and coming in this league, man.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, yeah, man, they're good players. That's what my dad does. My dad like scouts highlight players, and
Yeah,
like,
you were telling us that last time, man.
you know, and so you know, I'm privy to know people that not know before they come that they're coming, but like know who's out there and know like who's really good out there, who's considered good, and they're good players. They're considered very good players, you know, and they're performing. So I mean, you know, one of the things that maybe had counted them as an underdog is that the court is different, but these guys have experience playing on a big court, you know, with the, you know, so they're not like, the transition for them is gonna be, you know, and they also too, they've been playing for a very long time. They've
Right.
been, you know, so they know what they're doing. The transition is not gonna be, you know, and there's like fuel now. You got fuel, like you got people who want to come and play and like that want to compete, you know, over here. And
the game's growing, man.
Yeah, so you know, so like they're enthusiastic about playing here and playing in the season. They want to, you know, like they're playing
We
with a
love
little
that.
chip on the shoulder that they have something to prove. You know,
Exactly, man. Come in, you the new kid on the block and all that. Got a little something to prove there. They're doing it right now, man. They're playing well.
They are.
One of the biggest changes I was interested in before the season started, and it has been very interesting to watch, was seeing the separation between Gaucher and Aratz not being on the same teams, not being that powerhouse double partners anymore. And then Aratz, I felt like, was getting disrespected early in the season, where, you know, Kirk was just mentioning the betting lines. He wasn't a big underdog in a lot of his single matchups, and I'm like, I don't agree with this. And it seems like everyone's kind of caught up and said, oh yeah, he's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
They wanted to see him do it with that big bro out there, man.
Yeah. No, I mean, you know, honestly, I will say that the chemistry is definitely different, the way that they, you know, that without them being on the same team. But Aratz definitely is handling it well. You know, he's handling it, you know, I don't want to say better than I thought, because I didn't really think anything. I didn't really know what to expect, you know, but also too, he is handling it very well, you know, and he's performing good.
I want to ask you about this. You just said the chemistry. One of the things that we were focusing on to start the season is being cautious with some of these new players on new teams, new doubles partner. Since you've been around High Life for so long, is there times, obviously it takes some of these guys, you know, these doubles partners, they might be good by the end of the season. You know, it takes them a little while to figure out the style of play. We've had, like, Benny came in and said when he plays with Hyro now, Hyro likes to throw it at one spot. So he had to adjust a little bit to know that that's where it's going every single time. Are there times though when guys are new part that you could just see, like, two guys first time playing together, and you're like, oh, they've just got natural chemistry. Like it's not going to take them long to figure it out.
Well, I mean, you know, Benny and Hyro is probably like the perfect couple to say that about, man, because Benny and Hyro are very conservative players, and they both catch very well, and they both do what they do very, very well, and they don't play outside of their game very well. So, I mean, that's kind of a couple right there that I say, like, you know, like from day one, when I know that when they play, because they play together in some of our practices when we play, you know, pelota, but they're very, very good together, and you know that right away. I don't know, man. I'd actually be a little bit selfish thinking of myself here and say that I think like me and Manu, man. I think that me and Manu.
Let's go. We love that, bro. Beat your chest, man. Beat your chest.
Because honestly, you know, I even like, I told Manu one time, I was like, I had like, before the draft happened and I came to the Cyclones, I was on the Warriors before. And like, before he was on the Cyclones, and before the draft, like on the offseason, not before the draft, but like in the offseason, I told him, I was like, man, you know, I'd really like the opportunity to play with you one day, man. You know, you're a great player, and like, and you make your partner better. Like, not everybody, like, not all great players make their partner better.
Right, 100%, man, 100%.
So, you know, and I told him that, and it was ironic that the next season I ended up being picked on the Cyclones and ended up playing with him for, you know, 3 or 4 seasons straight. I played with him, and now this is the first season I'm not playing with him. You know, but he's one of the people that, you know, he's also very easy to have good chemistry with, because he's such an easygoing player. He's good.
Chill dude, yeah.
Yeah, and he doesn't get very like either up or down. You know, like if there's mistakes made, you know, he's okay with mistakes being made. You know, there's a certain level of tolerance, and there, you know, and he just goes about the game very well.
Well, we got a question in the chat over here for you, man. The chat started, they get into this stuff too, man. But he says, username one time's got 2 questions. He says, how many steps before you have to release the ball? And would you think the game be more competitive if we had these sets had to be won by 2? There'll be no 6-5s. You got to win by 2. So what you think about those, man?
I think that's actually, I like that second one. But what's it called? The steps that you have to take, there's I would say 2 or 3. Really, the rule is in one fluid motion. So it's like you can't change direction. You can't like catch.
You got to keep the ball moving in the cesta and all that.
Yeah.
You can't have it like juggling, right? Because that's okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to catch it. You got to catch it clean. It has to stay in the basket when you catch it. And as you're catching it, you're making forward progress towards the front wall. So it's kind of one fluid motion. It's not like you catch it and stay still and then throw it. You have to catch it while you're moving to the front wall and throw it in one fluid motion. So I'd say like the most you could take is 3 steps, but it's really like small steps. It's not like steps. It's like times that your feet leave the floor as you're positioning your body.
And bro, y'all make that stuff out there look way too easy. Shout out to Julie and Scott. They sent me and Will. They both sent us both cestas. Mine's right over here in the corner and stuff, man. And I got out in the front yard with my kids, man, trying to throw that around a little bit. Y'all make that stuff look way too easy, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Hey, coming soon to
it's not wide.
We need to have a highlight school, American highlight school, coming soon to a court near you.
Let's go, man. I think Benny's Bueno's gonna be the chancellor of that thing, man. Webb, Bueno and Benny running the school of highlight.
Let me be coach. I'll be coach.
Yeah, man.
That's right.
You get
That's right.
we're looking at the funding. That's where we're
Yeah.
And I want to ask you about a guy too, man. I like this guy. And I've asked you other guys about it because I've just learned about the taxi squad that's going on. Where if you get somebody injured, you can bring somebody up that day. I like that guy, Joseph, man.
Yeah,
I like that cat. He played a great game. He got called up a couple weeks ago, and he played a great game. Wound up having the point to kill the match and win the set and all that stuff. And that man did a standing backflip right in the middle of the court, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Boy, he's got as much energy as you do, man.
That's my boy, man. Yeah, he's good, man. He's been part of the roster since 2019, and that's when he learned how to play. He's an American highlight player that had no experience in the game prior to that. So I tell him all the time, and I tell people that like that American highlight players, we don't got it easy, man. We're the underdogs. We came, we're the have-nots, So to see him being able to keep up with the roster as it's growing and as it's becoming more competitive, man, it's something that he should be proud of, and and the program should be proud of.
I loved his energy, man. Is it do y'all's interviews right after the matches and stuff? And he was like, man, I'm just trying to show I belong. I just want to be out here. I want a spot on somebody's team. We got to talk to Julian Scott. I want Joseph in here, man. I want to interview with Joseph. I like that guy, man.
Yeah. All right.
He does have good energy though.
Bueno, we just had in the hockey world a really cool, their all-star break. I don't know if you caught any of it. They decided to do this 4 nations tournament instead of doing an all-star break. Did you see any of that?
Nah, I didn't catch it.
Well, one of the things that happened in it was, hockey. There's fights sometimes in hockey.
Yeah.
The first time the USA went up to Canada and to play the Canadians, they booed our national anthem. And so what happened was our players at the start of the game, there was 3 fights in 9 seconds, and they just threw down, and it really set the tone. And then the USA ended up winning 3-1 in that match. Is that something that highlight needs? Do we need to get guys out there before the match and just start throwing down? Or
I'll tell you this. Between that and winning by 2, I think my chances get better.
I feel like if you got the cesta on one hand, it'd be interesting, man. Because most of these people, I got to feel most of y'all are right-handed. You cesta on your right hand. Now it'd be Goshieri. I think he's left-handed because that man throws the ball sometimes left-handed. I'm like, damn, it'd be a major advantage for those guys that were left-handed and didn't have the cesta on their dominant hand.
Yeah. He is actually left-handed. That's funny that you right.
I seen him throw when I seen him get pissed off in a match, and he grabbed the ball and he just like threw it at the wall, and I was like, that guy's got to be left-handed. That looked way too pure.
Yeah, he is, and he does. But he's just really good. But there's a couple left-handed players that do have like a good left side, and it's funny how that works. But I do think, to answer your question, I do think that I actually used to take up the hobby of like martial arts and stuff. So like fighting in the middle of the set, that actually could definitely like raise your chances.
I bet you do a roundhouse off the wall or something, man. Get that man.
Watch out for Alex. He'll jump off the wall. A little wall kick.
Alex is wiry too, man. He get up there.
Yeah, man. And I like the win by 2. I don't want to let that one slide either. I like the
I like that, dude. I like that, especially at least in the third set. If we got going to the third set and we get there, you should at least have to win by 2 in the third set, I think.
I like
that'd be fun.
Because when we get that third set, we get to 5-5. We've had great highlight back and forth. That damn match, of course, and it may be this. That match may go for 2.5 more hours or something back and forth.
That's right. There has to be a cap. Win by 2 up to 10.
There you go. Win by 2 or first to 10. There you go. I like that.
Yeah, man.
Of
Because
course, Bueno likes. He's like, oh,
More highlight, baby.
We're
That's right.
gonna get into a stamina race. Yeah, I'm in.
That's really
Yep.
why. That's really why.
That's right, baby. I love it, man.
That's awesome. Yeah, the chat is they got great questions, man. They got great questions. I'm just looking to see if we got any more from them. Well, who do you guys got up next? I guess I could pull up your schedule.
Yeah, pull it up because I know we're playing on Monday, but I'm actually not sure. We don't play until Monday. I know on Friday they got the Renegades playing, and I didn't see who we're playing on Monday.
Yeah, let's see. We got the results up here. Let me pull this up. So this is Friday. We got the Fireballs and the Renegades on Friday, and then
y'all play next Monday. You said, Bueno?
Yeah, Monday.
Okay. So
well, it's not up here. So I guess I got to go to the actual schedule.
Let's see. That's right. That's why I didn't know because they didn't put up the individual matches yet.
Oh yeah. So we got you and the Fireballs. Was it Cyclones Fireballs? Woo! Yep. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a pretty good game. Like the Fireballs are one of the teams that actually, like I was telling you about the draft this year, they actually got some of the earlier picks in the draft, like in the rounds, and they made some pretty good, like we were just talking about too, like Arrutia and Lalu, they're on the Fireballs, so and they're two new players and they're playing very well, and the team is a good team. So
do you think there's advantage in a spot like this where like they have to play tonight and then they got to turn around and play you guys on Monday where y'all will be rested for over a week there? Do you think there's an advantage there, or would you rather play on Friday and Monday?
It depends. I think that's more not a team thing. I think that's more of an individual play.
Right. Okay.
I play good like on a roll. Like, like I like to play on a roll. Like the more you get a break, it kind of breaks it up. Like I like to be on a roll when I'm playing. So for some people, they enjoy the break. Some people they feel like they feel rested and stuff. For me, I actually personally like to play like more often than not.
You just want more highlight, bro.
I'll tell you what.
If I love this guy.
if I see Gosherry like have a bad, to his standards, have a bad game on a Friday and he's playing on Monday, I don't want to be the guy playing him on Monday.
That too,
he's just stewing all weekend long over it, and he's just gonna come out just fiery on Monday.
He might be that plays better, that adapts to that better, also. So
we always say after watching him last season, we always say, do you know the meme, Bueno, of like the guy playing a video game and then it's like he leans forward to take it more serious?
Like when he's getting beat, he's leaned back, then he leans up and takes it more. We feel like that's Gosherry in every match, man.
He'll lose that first set, and then it's like he starts adjusting the glasses, and it's like, okay. And then you just know he's going to win the next.
He wraps the cesta around his hand. It's like it's over then, though.
It's time to take this serious. Let's go.
I love it.
We watch you guys. We guys see all you guys' little quirks and stuff out there. It's been fun following along.
It's a lot of fun. We brought Andrew in a few weeks ago that does some play-by-play for you guys. We love Andrew, man. We enjoy it. Like I said, we really gotten into this, and we are the biggest highlight fans on the planet, I'm pretty sure now.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I'll tell you, it's pretty cool. Like, it's a good community. I think I said this last time. Like, everybody's pitching in and everybody's kind of like, doing their part, man. And, and the highlight community is coming together too. Like, because we just had like a recent event in Dania too, where like, they had the Biscayne Cup over there and they had a bunch of like, people from all over the country and all over the world, like Spain and France and Basque, like players, from all over the highlight community, like actually just get together and watch some highlight, like, so good things are happening in the highlight community, man. And definitely everybody's coming together and pitching in and doing their part, man. And like, and enjoying it at the same time, like, because, everybody's like their own leg of this thing, man. Like, we appreciate like you guys like putting us on, man, like, and having us like, as a part of it.
We appreciate y'all, man. And I want to ask, because I think this is something the NHL needs to do too. I think you need to focus more on like the youth, okay? Get this game more involved in the youth. Are you guys focus on anything maybe down there? But I know it's hard to do because like building these courts all over, it's costs a lot of money to build the courts and all that stuff. But maybe at a place where y'all are at, where you have that available, are y'all thinking about something to maybe get the youth involved, maybe a camp, maybe something like that to get some more kids involved in this to try to grow the game from that level?
There's been a bunch of talk like that. I had talked with Scott, like, the CEO of the casino, about having a summer camp. And, it comes down to like, availability,
right.
and stuff. But like, we've spoken about it. And, my son is about to turn 13 years old and he plays baseball on 2 different teams. And there's like, I have
take
like,
the kids and play and stuff, don't you?
They come out and watch me play and I take them out on the court after and they play like handball on the court, for like a little while because we're closing down and everything. But
right.
And they love it, man. Like, they have really good time on Friday nights. You know, they come on and watch. So, you know, like I agree with you guys 1,000%. Like it's just like, you know, court availability, equipment availability, but also too a funny thing. In Dania this last weekend, there was there's a highlight video game. It's I think it's Astro Crows or something like that. They're the of it, and like, you know, and they have like a video game, but that's like it's not like a video game at home, it's like an arcade video game. And they had a box out there, and like I think that like I think I might have said this last time too, because I say to everybody I ever speak to that, you know, that we should make a highlight video game, that's the fastest way to get to the end, because you don't need to build courts, you need to make a game and
so people can learn the rules.
Exactly, and make it available to people, and then you tie that in with the fact that they can watch live highlight from wherever they are. They can play it on their phone. They can play it on PS4 or Xbox.
Dude, I love that, bro. That's a great idea.
Yeah, you know, and you know, and then they can watch it live, and then they're gonna be like, oh wow, this is really cool. Where can I do this? That's another hurdle that we cross when we get there.
Yeah, man. No, I like that, bro. I do. I think that because the NHL and like highlight, look at these sports are trying to grow their brand and everything. I think a focal point should be the youth, man, and getting more youth involved, because that just creates the next generation of professional players there, you know.
I couldn't agree more, especially American players, because they have like, you know, highlight academies overseas, you know, like in the Basque Country and in Spain and France. You know, they don't have any of that here. Like it's not, I'm telling you, like the kids like it. They just you know, the kids are like anything.
They gotta have a chance to play though, man.
It's the truth. That's the truth.
Okay. I like it, man. I like it. Well, I think we're taking steps in the right direction, Will.
Well, we'll keep doing our part here. We'll keep covering it, talking about it, get more eyeballs on it. And hey, Bueno, if you want, now we did this for Benny last season, and we invited him on all the way through the playoffs, and he ended up winning the whole thing. I'm not saying it was us, but I mean, it didn't hurt. All right, it didn't hurt. So if you guys make the playoffs and you want to come on, we can be your little good luck charm if you want.
I'm here, man. I'm here. You guys know how to get a hold of me, man. You guys let me know, and I'm here, man. I'm here for it. You know,
absolutely, bro. We appreciate you, man. We really do. We enjoy bringing you in here, your energy and stuff. You get me fired up, man. I'm gonna go run around the house a couple times while I get done with this interview, man.
Hey, I appreciate you guys having me on, man. You guys and the chat, man. Thank you guys. I appreciate the questions too.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you have a good rest of your day. Have a good weekend, and good luck next week. We'll be watching you on Monday.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you guys.
Good luck, brother. Take care now. We'll see you again soon.
Yeah, see you guys soon, man. Take it easy, guys.
All right,
later.
Brother. My man. Let's go, dude.
Always a good time.
Go.
Always a good time.
I love this stuff, man. I love this, bro. So, but yeah, no kidding. Shout out to Julian Scott. I do want to get I do want to try to get Joseph in here, man. I do want to hear a little bit about his story. And like I said, I like his attitude, man. That's the guy. He ain't scared of it, man.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. I said I have a day off today. I was thinking it's Friday when I said have a good weekend. I was just like, it's Wednesday.
I didn't even catch that.
What the hell am I doing?
Yeah. What up, Hot Rod?
What up, Hot Rod? It's his weekend though, because he doesn't play the rest of the week. So you know,
it is kind of his weekend. And what's up, Tony? Over there in the YouTube chat.
Okay, Tony.
But yeah, it is his weekend, man. He's off the rest of the week. So that's awesome.
Every day is a weekend with Bueno.
It makes more sense. And like he said, he's been a little tweaked up, banged up, but that wasn't even why he was sitting out the other night. That man will play hurt and everything, dude.
Well, he's 2-0 in singles this season, so he's not doing too bad.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
like. I was shocked looking at him. Like he's only played 2 singles matches.
I'm like, you're hurt. You're hurt. You feeling sore, bro? You out there? You ain't showing it to us.
I know. He's like, well, he says the more active he is, the least it hurts. And then
yeah, I just wondered when we said that. I was like, he said the tweak, and I was like, man, that may be why he wasn't playing all the matches the other night. But
if I had to put my money on someone to win a match with a broken arm, it's that man. He ain't giving up. He ain't giving up.
He probably do it too, broken arms.
You see how excited he gets about going to win by 2? Because he's like, man,
yeah, dude, he's like more highlight. I know I got the endurance. I know y'all can't hang with that. Let's go, dude.
I loved it. That was a great idea. That's all we do here on the chat is come up with great ideas.
That's it, man. That's
it.
All right. Yeah. Anything else before we wrap up here? Like I said, we will do Crick's Corner this afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern time. We're gonna move that when it's in college football season. We'll do it on Monday and Fridays because on Mondays we can recap the weekend and all that stuff. But during this time of year, we're gonna move it to Wednesdays, man, because Mondays are just not that exciting.
You're not excited?
On Monday, there's ain't nothing going on. I can be exciting whenever you want me to. I can get fired up about something.
You don't have I need that Bueno energy from you, man.
I try, dude.
I need
try to give it
Mondays to be bueno energy days. All right, I need that.
I try. We'll talk about all those lines, y'all. We're gonna have to wrap it up. No, we don't have to wrap it up either. You don't have to go to work.
Yeah, but I gotta get
okay, well, whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
If we got to get done, we got to get done. Like I said, we'll be back in a few hours to cover all these lines for today. I'll have to watch them, see how they move. And I'll tell you this right now, Patriot, SMU hoops a bunch of bums. Bunch of bums.
That is true. But yeah, no, I'm gonna wrap up because you're gonna do that later, and I gotta get started on tax stuff.
Freaking
fun times.
Well, we'll see y'all in a few hours then, man.
See you in a few hours. We'll have Crick's Corner there at 1 p.m. Eastern, but and we'll be back tomorrow morning, bright and early, 4:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, as always. But until then,
good luck, good gambling,
and game on.